Yo, what's up everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Now I know that I did say I was gonna post yesterday, but I only got my PC back today at the time of recording this, so a little bit late, but hey, we're back to schedule. We're now gonna be posting probably like regularly now. Everything is good now, but as you guys did see by the title, thumbnail, as I did just say, I am going to be doing the best sounding cars from each brand in Driving Empire. So yeah, this should be very exciting. I believe we have a total, I don't even know, we have like 26 brands, and let's get straight into it. Honestly, keep in mind this is just my opinion. Obviously you guys can disagree, so obviously feel free and welcome to in the comments, like comment down below what you guys think. Yeah, enough yapping, let's get straight to it. First brand which we have is Apollo. Let me scroll all the way up, and from this I have the Gumper Apollo in range being the best sounding car. So let's go ahead and hear the startup of this thing real quick. Pretty clean right there. We can hear the idle a little bit right here. Sounds pretty nice. Now let's actually go ahead and hear how it sounds when we accelerate the car. Oh my god, those downshifts. I think this sounds really nice. I like kind of like the deep sound that it has. It's really nice. I mean, some people maybe like might argue that maybe the Apollo IE sounds better. Like, this sounds nice, but I don't know, I'm kind of just like too used to the sound. Maybe I'm annoyed of it at this point, but I definitely do like the Gumper Apollo in range way better, if I'm being honest. Moving on to the second brand, we have Audi, and the best sounding from this I would say would be the Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo. All like the R8s basically sound the same, but I just picked this one because it looks the coolest. So let's go ahead and hear this V10 startup on this car. That's amazing, can't go wrong with it at all. V10 startup. Now let's actually hear the acceleration sound. Yeah, this sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good for a V10. I do wish it sounded like a little bit better, but hey, it sounds very good. I think like Driving Empire did a good job with this, and I overall think this has to be the best sounding from all the Audis which we have in the game, because I do believe, I can be mistaken, besides like some electric cars, if I'm not mistaken here guys, besides like the older cars or whatever, most of these new Audi models are just V8s if I'm not mistaken. Let me know down below in the comments, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these are V8s. So now moving on, we have Pininfarina. I won't even really have to do like nothing for these all sound the same. They're electric. There is just, then moving on to Bentley, we have the Bentley Speed 8 I have as the best sounding car. So let's go ahead and start this one up. That startup is nothing too crazy, but this idle is way better. Listen to this. That sounds crazy. Let's actually go ahead and accelerate now. This sounds good. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this sound. I think it sounds really nice. I love the way this thing sounds. This is really clean. Definitely a very unique sound, actually. I really haven't heard anything else like this in Driving Empire. Oh my, yo, those downshifts are amazing. Hold on, you guys need to hear this real quick. Bro, those downshifts sound so good. Then moving on, we have Cadillac, and from this I have the Cadillac Escalade V being the best sounding car. So let's go ahead and hear how this sounds. This is a mean starter, bro. For an SUV, this sounds really good. Let's go ahead and accelerate now. Yeah, I can't lie, for an SUV, bro, this sounds really nice. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds really good. They did a great job with this, honestly. We do have some older Cadillacs, but I definitely say this newer one, surprisingly, an SUV is actually the best sounding out of Cadillac on the list. Then we have Chevrolet, which I actually have a tie for, funny enough, and there's two cars right here. First is the 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1. Let me get out this tunnel real quick and spot it in. Startup is pretty mean, but let's actually hear how it sounds when you accelerate. Sounds pretty nice, but I also have tied the Z06 Corvette Stingray right here. So let me go ahead and start this one up. I love that startup. That's actually really nice. Let's hear the acceleration sound now. Something about the sound of this I also love a lot. I feel like it's kind of unique. It's obviously a V8 like the other one, but like this sounds really good too. So I just kind of tied both of these. Let me know which one you guys think sounds better. The 2019 Z06, is that what it is? Yeah, 2019 Chevrolet Corvette ZR1, or this one. I don't know. I really like both of these, but I just put them as tied because I honestly really couldn't decide. Let me know what you guys think. Which one do you guys like more? Then moving on, we have DiTomaso, and the best sounding from this is a DiTomaso P900. Let me go ahead and start this up for you guys. Startup is nothing crazy, kind of like a little bit overused, honestly. But let's go ahead and actually accelerate now. Yeah, I mean, this thing sounds crazy. Even when it's shifting, it sounds really, really good. Moving on, we have Devel, and we only have 2 Devels. This one's like basically a tank in the game, so definitely has to go to the Devel 16 for the best sounding car from Devel. So let's go ahead and start that one up real quick. Pretty mean startup. I mean, this car just looks actually crazy. Let's go ahead and actually accelerate now. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't sound too crazy, but it's definitely the best sounding out of these two. It's not like a crazy sound. It's kind of like a, I don't know, classic V8 sound. I mean, I don't even know what this car is like engine-wise, to be honest. This thing is just kind of crazy, but oh my god, I'm gonna fall off. Okay, never mind. Moving on, we have Ford, and I think I have another tie for Ford. Yes, I do have another tie for Ford. So for Ford, I have right here is both GT500. So first we have the older version, the 2013 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. So let me go ahead and start this one up for you guys so you guys can hear how it sounds. Calm startup, to be honest, but this is the better sounding part. Let's go ahead and hear it. Yeah, this sounds really, really good. I don't really know how to describe it. It's a very unique sound. It has like a little bit of a whine to it also, which is very, very unique. So I like it a lot, honestly. It's kind of like a unique tone, to be honest. So I'm a big fan of that. But also the newer GT500 I really, really liked, so I tied both of these. So let's listen to this one. The startup on this one is way crazy, I'd say. So yeah, this startup is insane, bro. Like, this sounds crazy, but the acceleration is even better, honestly. Like, bro, I can't lie, this might be the better sounding one. What do you guys think? I feel like this might be the better sounding one, but I really like both of these. Let me know which one do you guys like, which GT500 do you guys think like sounds better. These both sound really, really good, honestly. But moving on, we have Gordon Murray, and from this is the T50S. Honestly, both of these sound the same, but I just say the T50S I guess sounds better. And let's see how this sounds. Yeah, this sounds pretty crazy. The startup is pretty crazy on this. Honestly, sound on this is not like super crazy, if I'm being honest. It's just like, I don't really know how to describe it. Then we have Hummer, and from these we both have like similar vehicles, honestly, but the 2009 Hummer H2 definitely takes the cake for best sounding out of these two. So let's go ahead and start it up real quick. Not too bad for like a startup for an SUV. Let's go ahead and accelerate. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but not like, you know, too bad for like an SUV or whatever you want to call this. This is just like a tank, honestly, also. But yeah, not too crazy. I mean, it's kind of what you expect for a car like this. Then moving on to the Jaguar. Best sounding I have is the HCR15. So let's go ahead and hear the startup of this. Startup is clunky, kind of what you expect from a car from 1991. But let's actually hear how it sounds. See, this is much better. Let me make this turn here. I don't think I have this fully matched. It's really slow right now, but not too bad, bro. For a 1991 Jaguar, not too shabby, honestly. Then we have KTM. The best sounding from this, I would say, would be the Expo GT4 Evo. So let's hear how this thing sounds. That startup is actually pretty crazy. Let's hear the actual sound of this now. Bro, this thing is like a mini go-kart, but hey, it doesn't sound too bad, honestly. Not like really too bad of a sound. It's nothing too crazy, to be honest, but it's not like also too bad at the same time. Then we have Koenigsegg. The best from this might be a little bit controversial. You guys might disagree with me. I definitely think there's some better startups like out of these, but I would say the Koenigsegg Jesko would be the best sounding from the Koenigsegg list. So let's go ahead and hear how this thing sounds. I'm sure you guys already heard it like a million times, but let's go ahead and start it up. That startup is pretty solid. I can't even lie. It's pretty solid. Let's go ahead and accelerate now. I think this sounds really, really good. I think they did a great job with how it shifts and everything. The Gear RS sounds really good. Like the startup of this, I like a lot more, but how it actually sounds when you're accelerating. Like, I don't know. The Gamera sounds really good also. But I think out of all of them, the Jesco just sounds the best. The Gamera sounds like a lot of other cars, which I don't really like, to be honest. And the Regera, I mean, the Regera is just the Regera. There's really not, like, too much of a crazy sound because you're not shifting at all. So, you know, I think the Jesco takes the cake. But let me know what you guys think. Some of you guys probably will disagree down below in the comments with this, but I don't know. Moving on, we have Lamborghini, and we only have 2 in the game right now, and I would definitely give it to the Temerario. So let's go ahead and hear how this sounds. Startup was pretty underwhelming, I'll be honest. Yeah, I'll be honest, for a Lamborghini, this is pretty underwhelming. It's definitely better than the Urus, but it's pretty underwhelming sound. It's nothing. I'll be honest, I'm not even gonna like try and fake it. It's not, yeah, it's not really too crazy. It's not the best, if I'm being honest. They could definitely, hopefully they add some more Lamborghinis down the line, bro. We definitely need some better sounding Lamborghinis in the game. Then we have Land Rover, and the best sounding from this would be the Range Rover Sport SVR. Bro, for an SUV, that's a crazy startup. Let's hear the sound of this now. Still broken right here. The acceleration is meh, to be honest, but it's not too bad for an SUV. Like, I'm trying to cut it a little bit of slack here. Not too bad for an SUV. Then moving on, we have Lotus, and the best sounding car from this is a Spirit Turbo right here, 1988. Definitely a clunky startup, but the actual sound is a lot better. This is much better. It's not too bad, honestly. For a 1988 car, not too shabby, honestly. Then moving on, we have McLaren. And the best sounding from here, I think I have another tie. And it is the P1 and the F1 is what I put here. So I honestly couldn't really decide. I think both of these sound great. So you guys will have to let me know down below in the comments which one you guys think sounds better. So first we have the P1. Bro, I love... Dude, the fact that you could do this with this wing is just... Yeah. A little bit off track, but bro, the arrow is so cool. Like, look at that. That's just satisfying. But... let's hear the actual acceleration sound now. Sounds really, really good. Then we have the F1, and I feel like this might be the better sounding one, but I really couldn't decide. Startup is definitely crazy on this. I'm not gonna lie. This car's crazy fast too. Then moving on, what do we have next? We have Nissan. Actually, no, we have NASCAR next. All the NASCARs, I'm pretty sure, sound similar, but I think the Dark Horse would definitely be the best sounding in my opinion. So let's go ahead and hear how this sounds. And now let's hear how it actually sounds. Sounds like a proper NASCAR, bro. I can't lie. They did a great job with this sound. Then moving on, we have Nissan, and the best sounding car from this, I would say, would be the 350Z. Not a crazy startup, honestly, but the acceleration. It's very calm, nothing crazy, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely a big fan of how this sounds. Yeah, I just realized, I think they just made like all the cars slower. I think they actually put in the acceleration rebalancing thing, which is interesting, I'd say. Then we have Noble, and the best sounding from this, I would say, would just be the Noble M600. These are all kind of the same, but let's go with the M600 Carbon Sport, for example. Doesn't sound too crazy, but honestly, definitely better sounding than the M500, so that's, you know, why I kind of picked it. Then moving on, we have Pagani, and some of you guys might disagree with this, but I would say the Zonda HP Barchetta is the best sounding from Pagani. Let me know if you guys disagree down below in the comments, but I would say the Zonda HP Barchetta is the best sounding from this. So let's go ahead and start it. Up. Okay, now that startup is crazy. Sounds amazing. Sounds really, really good. I don't know. I'm just a really, really big fan of like the Zondas, like the Zonda Shinkois, honestly. And I think sound wise, it definitely wins. I mean, the Waro R sounds really, really good, but I feel like it got annoying after a while, at least for me. So I have to say that this is definitely the best sounding, in my opinion, for now, for Paganis. Then moving on, we have Pontiac, and the best sounding from this, I would say, would definitely be the Pontiac Solstice. So let's go ahead and start it up. Not a crazy startup. You know what? I actually like the sound. I like it because it's actually unique. There's really not any other car in the game that sounds like this. You know, I actually kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. I actually kind of like the sound. I like the speedometer too. It's definitely unique. Oh my, I cannot drive. Okay, moving on. We have Porsche, and the best sounding car from Porsche easily has to be the 918. They did a really good job. I remember when like the 918 came out in the update. I was very impressed by how good they made it sound. Startup isn't anything too crazy, but acceleration is a lot better, honestly. Yeah, you can tell they really put like a lot of good and hard work into like making this sound really good. So shout out to Vodex. It sounds really nice. Oh my, those downshifts are insane. Oh, bro, those downshifts are so crispy. I'm a huge fan of that. Then the SSC, I would definitely say the Total Striker sounds the best. The startup is crazy, but the sound on this is really underrated. I feel like nobody really uses it anymore, but it's really good in my opinion. But yeah, this sounds amazing. Definitely the best sounding SSC easily. Then we have Shelby, and we only have GT350. I already kind of did, Shelby, Ford Mustang, which is the best sounding from Ford, but I guess we could just do GT350. You guys really want to hear it? Hey, this startup is crazy though, and it doesn't sound too bad. But yeah, I'm not really gonna go over this too much because we kind of already went over a Shelby. Then we have TVR, and I would say the best sounding from TVR would be this TVR Subaru Speed 12 for me. So let's hear this. Sounds pretty solid. Not too bad. Not too bad. Acceleration sound is pretty solid. I didn't even realize I just went on a ramp. Oh my, okay, I cannot drive. Then we have W Motors, and I think this car is actually very slept on, like sound wise and just overall design wise. We have the Veneer Super Sport for the best sounding out of W Motors. So let's go and hear how this sounds. This idle is mean. Like, this idle is aggressive. This has to be one of the most aggressive idles. Like, the idle sound on this is actually crazy, but let's actually hear how it sounds. It sounds pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely do like the idle sound a lot more if I'm being honest, but hey, it doesn't sound too bad. I definitely would say it's the better sounding out of the Lykan Hypersport and the Veneer Super Sport. And then for the final brand, we have Zenvo, and I would say the Zenvo TSRS is the best sounding. So let's go ahead and start it up. Listen to this, bro. Sounds really good. Let's go ahead and rev it real quick. Yeah, I definitely think this is definitely the best sounding Zenvo. This sounds really good. But yeah, that is overall my list. I cannot drive. That is overall my list of the best sounding cars from each brand in Drive an Empire. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree or disagree with this? I know you guys are probably like gonna disagree with some of these, but let me know down below in the comments because I'm actually curious to know your opinions on everything. And yeah, that is overall my list. That's pretty much it for today's video. Have a good one, everybody, and bye.